Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Time. Let's get it. Hit the like button coming through the door. I said it before. Oh, how the tables have turned. Once again, your boy Carcino is right. Oh, buddy boy. Oh, my goodness. If this isn't embarrassing for all the people out there involved, they have bumped their heads. You heard it right. You heard right. Hit the like button, y'all. I know y'all just got in here, and it's the first minute, but hit the like button when you come through the door. So there could be no misunderstandings. Please do so. So we can get started. We got to get them likes up early so they can know that we for real out here. We standing on business. Sliding. Now, let's get back to basics. Everybody said Diddy was guilty. Well, not everybody, but the majority. Diddy was guilty. Everybody was jumping up in their arms. They accused Diddy of everything up and down the pipe. And when we first came here, what did I say? Diddy was innocent. Cassie is not innocent. Diddy did not force that woman to do a damn thing. And all y'all kept saying was, well, look at the tape. Look at the tape. They had all the women. Look how he hit her. That was a sex crime. Oh, my God. Look at how he hit her. We were like, well, no, he shouldn't have hit her. He's guilty. Lock him up. I said, if he was charged for that incident, it would be a misdemeanor assault, domestic assault charge at best. Misdemeanor. And I never saw this from a lot of people who know that they have seen people who have been in abusive relationships and probably surrounded by them now. All this outrage because the media told you to be outraged. Showing the clip from a bad angle all the time, deliberately, not showing the whole tape, but the edited version of the tape because they don't want you to see what really started. And if you saw the whole tape, it's still bad, but if you see the whole tape, it has context. They don't want you to have context. So they're not about the law anyway. They've been violating the law from the beginning, and Diddy's in jail for nothing. You see no traffic on this video right now. Anytime I say anything defending Diddy, automatically they kick it out the algorithm. If I say something saying Diddy's guilty, they're going to hijack it up to the top. So you tell me who playing politics out here. They're keeping my video out of the algorithm as we speak. Now, 6 minutes in, and everything is like frozen right now. I can't tell how many people in here are not now. It's not even flowing right. That's how I know it's a whole sabotage thing going on. Now, let's get to what's going on here. Well, we want people to understand what's actually happening. So that's why we say these things. We want you to know what's going on. Oh, are you kidding me? See, this is why they held on for so long from turning over the evidence. Remember we had this discussion and we had the round table. We had everybody coming in here talking. Y'all remember that? You was here because you've been here the whole time. You was here the whole time, McCann. You knew when we had that girl that used to pop up over here. Everybody saw the video and they saw the algorithm and they came in. Do you know what they said? Do you know what they did? They said Diddy is guilty. They put her as victim 1 because they're going to add other people to the suit. They're going to have such and such come forward. They're going to have this person. They're going to add more charges. Right? We were hearing all of these things was going to happen. And I said, well, we going to see. Because she's the only one on the list. Cassie. She's the only one listed. Victim 1. Somebody they didn't even want. She didn't want that. She got her money. She was happy with the settlement. The feds is trying to take her in and make her a star witness. Which is only going to ruin her character. Because all of these so-called tapes that they got, it was backfiring. And here we are finna hit February. The trial's finna start in like May. Diddy's got to sit in jail this whole time. For nothing. Oh, yeah. But the government had to turn over the evidence. They've run this thing to its extent, reviewing all the videos. Remember what they told the judge, we have to review all this material. All of this material. He's dangerous. We got to keep him off the streets. There's all these sex crimes. There's all these weirdness on the tapes. We just got to go through all of it, right? Let's get to the realities of it, people, because they have been lying. They have lied. And somebody has got to come up with something because the lies ain't making sense. Now, Diddy's legal team has reviewed videos of the freak-off after it was turned over by the prosecutors in the government. Now they finally get to see the evidence that they're talking about, which is so damning, right? So this is, you gotta show all the evidence, all of it. Okay, this is where you gotta present it to the defense. They gotta review this now, and now they finally get to see the footage of this crime, and they go, "This is it. We won." They're looking at this case like it's a joke because they wrote a letter to the judge and filed it today. And they said these videos that's been obtained by the U.S. attorneys make it abundantly clear that Mr. Combs is innocent. And they're ordering the government to create an electronic copy of the videos for the team so that they can use during the upcoming trial. Yo, they already know this, they going home. But the way this court system is New York, it don't even matter no more. So now their attorneys have viewed the evidence under the supervision of law enforcement on November the 20th and on my birthday, December the 13th, per the filing. They described the evidence as 9 videos depicting 6 ambiguous consensual sexual encounters with victim 1, who has been identified as Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie. The filings also claim that Cassie's lawyers handed the videos to the government. So Cassie's lawyers did that. Let that be known right now. They did a raid at Diddy's house. I told you they could not get in those servers and did not have those tapes. Remember I told you that. No, they got the tapes. They got them servers. They got the tapes. I said those servers are out of the country. Ain't no way Diddy gonna have that tape there. There's no way they could get that tape from Diddy. They did not. The filing says they got those tapes from Cassie's lawyer. She got the tapes. Part of her deal arrangement was probably that she wanted those tapes in her possession because it make her look bad, so she didn't want those tapes. And Diddy, being as nice as he is, saying, hey, I ain't gonna embarrass you or put you out there like that. Here the tapes. And gave them to her. So the government didn't get it from a raid. They got it from Cassie's lawyer. Oh, I told you, this whole thing right now, I'm telling you, this case is over. It's over. They can't move back. There ain't nothing they can do to move back this trial. It's over. They had to turn over evidence, and now the case is less than 5. The court case is less than 4 months away. You can't add no new evidence. It's done. You can't say, hey, we got to interview this person here. This person said they got to take. That's shut off. Everything else, those are civil cases that's going to get thrown out. They trying to keep Diddy's confused and everybody in public running this smear campaign. Now, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Now, they negotiated strict conditions alleging that Cassie has a right to protect her privacy, under which the videos could be viewed. But Diddy's team says that the terms cause a real substantial risk that Mr. Combs' defense will be hampered by limited access to the videos. As such, and that's why they're requesting for the judge to amend the protective order so the U.S. Attorney's Office can electronically produce the video. You can't have, how you gonna have a man on trial and he is not allowed to know what he's defending himself against? The team, they get to see the video once. They want to point out things in the video, so they got to be able to prepare for their defense. Cassie declined to speak, and the U.S. Attorney's Office declined to speak. Normally they had a lot to say when every time Diddy's lawyer would say something, they'd be, wait till the court trial. They had nothing to say today. They were quiet. Yeah, Diddy's lawyers was talking and they ain't say a word because they know it. They know they caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Right, Diddy's legal team blasted the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Southern District of New York for their paternalistic, sexist, parental stereotypes of female victimhood and a lack of agency. They used every big word in the dictionary. All these views. Now, let me tell y'all what is the most explosive thing in these videos. Let me tell y'all the most explosive part that happened in these videos. Please hit the Cash App up to the Cash App is Carcino. Make sure y'all donate to the page by hitting the you see Outlaw ducking. Outlaw been running. That boy running. The Pistons beat the Knicks. That boy go. Outlaw is not today. I'm busy. Yeah, them lights got to get up. Everybody got to get up. They trying to hold us down. Everybody in here, hit that like button. Ever since he came up in here talking about that, why don't you go live? They've been getting their butt whooped across the board. Of course, it's not guilty. Here's what the video shows, y'all. Here was the whole thing. This is what Diddy's lawyer said. The videos do not explicit sex parties. None of them. None of the videos that's been provided to them, which was the evidence that is based on, there's no sex parties. No sex parties. This is the evidence in the trial. There's no sex parties. Do you want to know what else took place? Do you want to know what else? There's no secret cameras. No secret cameras. You know what we've been hearing about? The Diddy parties and the freak-offs and the secret cameras. Diddy's got thousands of freaking secret cameras. No secret cameras. Do you want this thing to keep going? There is no orgies in the evidence. No orgies. And it's, this is the evidence. Why are we here? Why is secret cameras, there's no sex parties. What are you talking about? Oh, it keeps going. Oh, it keeps going. Because I wanted all these Diddy people, these people who, oh my God, they keep showing you Cassie and getting hit in the hallway and thinking Diddy's guilty for everything that went wrong in America. Because I want y'all to learn today. I want y'all to understand. When people say somebody was innocent based off what they provided, they've given you nothing but fluff. And y'all kept saying, wait till they do this, wait till they do that. And we was like, well, okay, we'll wait. And they ain't gonna do it. And sure enough, they didn't do it. They kept with the same original thing they had since they filed the damn lawsuit. It was fraudulent from the jump. But it gets worse. There's no other celebrities involved. Remember all these celebrities, Jay-Z's on the tape, all these LeBron Jameses on the tape, all these people was on the tape. These celebrities want their name taken out because they own the tape. There's no celebrities on the tape. There's no celebrities in the evidence. None, not one. Except for the two parties you see here. People are telling you, and I'm like, how can people not see this? They always use sex to try to tear us down. As black men, they use our sexuality to tear us down. Martin Luther King, sexuality, everything. It was always sexuality to try to bring somebody down. Always. Oh, I'm gonna open up the chat because I hope some of these women come back up here. all these Diddy haters and yeah, get them back up here. We want to hear from y'all tonight. Because guess what? That ain't the end of it. Oh, it's more. There's no underground tunnels. Remember we heard that? Oh, they got underground tunnels. Right. They was on some Harriet Tubman stuff. They was in the Underground Railroad. There's underground tunnels under these things. There's no underground tunnels. Sorry. And guess what else? There's no minors. No minors. Wasn't that part of y'all thing? Minors was involved. They had this young person involved. They had this and this. Not so much as a hint of coercion or violence. But the government just gave a whole bunch of lurid descriptions, right? Saying the video showing all of these things, right? That they said. They gave some lurid descriptions that's not in the evidence at all. They seen the video and they said this video showed adults having consensual sex, plain and simple. She ain't being forced. So what does the government talk about? Why are we here? So what are they talking about? All of these things that they salaciously said, the government was lying. They the ones got some explaining to do. That's why they quiet, because they can't even get their lives together. Now, when they did this, the grand jury indicted him with racketeering, trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. That's what they said. The prosecutors claimed he used force of threat, threats of force, whatever, coercion. He caused victims to engage in acts with male commercial workers, right? That he called freak-offs. He arranged, directed, pleasured himself during often electronically recorded, elaborated, produced performances for sex. He threatened the victims, their careers, their livelihood, if they resisted participating in the freak-offs. He used sensitive and embarrassing, incriminating recordings that made during these freak-offs as collateral to ensure continued obedience and silence of his victims. That's what they said. They said, we got dozens of video recordings of freak-offs with victims following the raid in his Los Angeles, Miami homes last March. The investigators allegedly seized more than 90 cell phones, laptops, and cloud storage accounts, and at least 30 storage devices. Right? But now, since this freak-off videos reveal there is no evidence of any violence, no coercion, threats, manipulation whatsoever. There's no evidence that anyone is incapacitated or under the influence of drugs or excess alcohol or anything. There's certainly no evidence of trafficking. See, Diddy hired experts to enhance the poor audio quality and video quality and analyze the metadata that was there. See, Diddy knew to hire that person because he said what the police, well, not the police, but the government, what they could do is say, well, it's not audible. Knowing that they can't. They want to make sure that, nope, we want to make sure everything is heard clearly. And I'm going to hire somebody that's really good, that can enhance audio and video quality, because I want that done. That metadata is important. I don't want them to be able to blur the lines and say, well, here it's kind of, we can't really make out what's happening there, but you can see that there is a struggle there. They don't want this to happen like that. That's why he hired that person, to make sure that video would be perfect. They don't want that. So now he's got to sit in jail after being denied bond multiple times in his trial date to May the 5th. And he's maintained his innocence. More than a dozen civil lawsuits been filed, going back and forth, accusing him of R-word trafficking and all this. All this is garbage. In my opinion, it's garbage. Period. Oh, he fulfilled. They make it sound like this is a crime. Prosecutors say that Diddy, who is 55 years of age, he elaborately schemed to use his finances and status in the entertainment industry to fulfill his sexual desires. Shit, you just described Kanye West. You just described Kanye. You described Hugh Hefner. You described everybody in Hollywood. Fulfilling your sexual desires is a crime? Jesus Christ. Recurrent and widely known patterns of abuse. There's a pattern to this? I don't remember Kid Cudi suing him for nothing. Where's this? We got evidence that he blew up a car. Where's all this? Where's all this talk of what they had? And when the evidence comes up, there's nothing. Ticket said they're going to have a money trail. See, a money trail of what? Shouts out to Ticket, but I don't know what he's talking about. This is the evidence. You see, this is why they held off on it for so long. Normally, when they have the evidence and they got somebody dead to rights, like they got him on video, this thing is over. It was like, okay, well then let's see it. Now we want to see how many of them people are going to apologize to Diddy when it finds out that Cassie is exactly what I told you. And when I told y'all earlier that they were confusing Cassie with the adult film star Cassie, y'all wasn't paying attention. Mainly because they probably submerged the video down and wouldn't let y'all hear it because the government is watching everything we're doing. Oh, no, they can try all they want. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, well, let's see what the evidence got. Maybe they got something, maybe they know something we don't. Oh, no, they did. They didn't. Because when they don't understand, what do people do? They start creating. Oh, yeah, they don't want my videos doing anything. That's why they submerging my videos down anytime I speak on the subject. Because I was making too much sense, and they knew, the feds knew, we got to shut this guy down. Now, when I show you, one person is the other adult film star Cassie. They're not the same person. That's what I tried to tell y'all.
They were essentially hard to tell apart. And on a tape, you really couldn't tell apart. There is so many scenes that you wouldn't know who was who.
Yep.
Photographs, the whole nine. And a lot of those, and some of them just so happened. A lot of people said, I don't think that was Cassie on some of those government tapes. Wow, wow, wow. And the guy says, on some of these government tapes, these tapes have been out already. Some of them are not even real.
Told y'all. See, they wasn't even real.
Crazy.
Hey, Ticket's still our brother now. Don't do that.
Oh, it was absolutely nuts. Now, here's what they got going on now. They're bringing in somebody else who said, oh, I was assaulted too, and I got a lawsuit. And the lawsuit is coming, and all of these other new allegations is piling up. When it doesn't make any sense. And the reason why it didn't make a lot of sense was because a lot of people in this business did not understand what had happened previously. That, oh, Now everybody's opinionated.
All the way.
Is that a crime?
Yep. That's what her body looks like. That's the adult film star, Cassie. That's the real Cassie. They kind of resemble each other. And that's why the people was like, man, is that Cassie? But Cassie already had tapes out there. That's the real Cassie.
How did they? Who's to say he can own that? He's filming them without his consent. He's recording himself having sex. He's not sharing that with the world. Is that a crime? You know, it's just so much red tape and so much garbage that they trying to put in here. And now people are trying to play victim, and they, in certain states, because they don't like somebody and they want to go get them, they over there trying to live statute of limitations. They trying to do everything. Tell you, man, this is.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people was using her tapes. Right. And they using her tapes trying to say, oh, look at the freak off. No, that's a whole different freak. So there's a whole nother freak named Cassie. A Latina chick. And now they couldn't use a lot of that evidence they thought they had because it wasn't real. And now y'all see, I knew exactly what I was talking about. And all they got is the little tapes they got from Cassie's lawyer. They got nothing from the raid.
This is why it goes down this way. You see all these people understand what had happened. The one. It was out there in the world. And we talking dark fantasy.
Yep.
With some just random fan. It was a white lady, like this is not something like no supermodel or nothing. It was on some in a hotel. It was not a. It's like we.
That's the Kanye West sex tape that got released, that he got taken down.
So Cassie Ventura isn't the good girl you think she is. You know what the lawyer said? The lawyer said, well, Cassie was taking a break. And while Cassie was taking a break, her and Diddy was on a break. She ended up with Kid Cudi. And when she wound up with Kid Cudi,
she was taking a break from the relationship.
Nobody cared. Oh, this Cassie had a tape out and 50 Cent brought it up.
Yep.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Now the whole world is so opinionated all of a sudden. Everybody's got, we got to say something about these tapes. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Nobody said anything about this is an outrage. Oh my God, this is this. Nobody cared.
Nope.
Oh, they had a volatile relationship. Nobody cared.
Not one person.
A woman came out and said Diddy was stomping on her stomach.
Yeah.
Girl that he was dating.
Asian
Came in and stomped on her stomach and threw her on the ground. Nobody cared. She did a whole interview. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about what this man was doing with his personal business. Now everybody's opinionated. That's why people are victims of the internet and they're prisoners of the moment. People tell you what to care about, what you should care about, what is so important to you and what isn't. And that's why people are so stuck in their own head and can't process information. This is why it goes down this way. You see all these people coming up with all these answers and all these results, all these so-called analytical persons. And I'm just like, man, if Diddy was really guilty of all this stuff, it wouldn't be all these people.
Exactly.
One case you can believe, but you better believe this. It ain't gonna be that many people. Nuh-uh. It just ain't gonna go down that way. No matter how you want to put it down, write it down, however you put it, that's not gonna be the case.
100%.
The one that he was talking about that was on his laptop, that's the one. It was out there in the world. And we talking dark fantasy with some just random fan. Because now you don't see it no more. It's like completely gone.
Yeah, I can't find that Kanye West person nowhere.
So Cassie Ventura isn't the good girl you think she is. You know what the lawyer said? The lawyer said, well, Cassie was...
Oh, okay, we heard that.
You don't want to get involved in this circus we in. It's propaganda supposedly exists, where the clips are not even from that tape. It's not even Diddy.
Yeah,
They're not tapes. They got a music video calling it a sex tape. They have allegedly, I gotta say alleged because they haven't presented that to the public yet, but some of the stuff that's being dismissed and some of the stuff that has been submitted to them in lawsuits from people like Little Rod and other people who are following suit are images and clips. They're showing them clips of a tape that supposedly exists, where the clips are not even from that tape. It's not even Diddy. One is an adult film star and a girl that looks like. It's like they're doing a parody. Look like they're doing a parody. And they try to pass this along and say, oh, this is who it is. Now, the feds have misleading tapes in their possession. Some tapes are some wild accusations. They're trying to jump leaps and bounds to say, oh, they're watching like home video footage and trying to say, oh, well, what did Mr. Combs mean there? Did he's saying it as if he is right now he's coercing that person to get more liquor. Oh, he's gonna knock them out. He puts people to sleep. He said it. Mr. Combs said he puts people to sleep. It's ridiculous. the way they stretch things now, it's like real, like clown-like behavior, you know? So,
I mean, it don't even take you can have a doggone lawyer that was pro bono that can come in here and dismiss this case. There's no evidence. There is no evidence. None. What's good?
What's good, Cito?
Hey, man, you see this craziness going on?
Man, this is crazy, Cito.
And
This
now
don't make no sense, man.
they got no evidence, dog. All the stuff they
None.
was talking about all these months, and now when it comes down to show the evidence and they review it, it ain't nothing. None of the stuff that's on there. that they
Free
talking.
Diddy. Free Diddy, man.
Yeah, he should have been freed.
Yo,
There's no celebrity, no
send the
minors, no
king home.
underground railroads, nothing.
Nothing.
It's two
None.
people having sex. It ain't even an orgy. And I'm like, I'm shocked it wasn't an orgy.
Yo, so you telling me ain't no orgy? It's just two grown-ups having sex. Nobody's being forced.
Nobody being forced.
This is out of control, man. They don't free Diddy. They need to hurry up and free that man.
Yeah. Now they know they ain't got no case down in state and they ain't said a word. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. Where's that doggone dude who came out and had all this evidence, had this whole presentation? We got all these things of tapes to go through, and there's this and that. And man, when I was getting sent these emails and stuff, man, and these people saying, man, that the stuff they rejected, now they got a lot of stuff to go through, but all of the stuff they were getting was fake. Like they can't use that in a court of law. All it can do is besmirch him in the media. It'll make him look bad in the media. So if you go to trial, they're gonna be like, hey, what happened to where's the trafficking at?
Where's all the that's what I'm saying. Where all the people that was trafficking forced to do stuff on these tapes?
Right.
Ain't nobody was forced to do nothing on them tapes. Nothing.
Exactly.
Whatever tapes they got, ain't nobody was forced to do nothing. Nobody was hit over the head and dragged in a room and made to do anything. Nope. Everything he did with anybody was all consent.
Yep.
And it was all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then on top of that, to top it all off, that make it worse than anything is the simple fact is you knew from the beginning this is all you had. And you was sitting there acting as if you finna add other people to the case. Ain't nobody to add to this case.
And this is a RICO, right? This is a RICO, right? And when a RICO, you have a bunch of people, right? That's a part of the RICO. Right. It's not just one man in the RICO.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Ain't it like a whole organization?
Right. So where's the racketeering? Ain't nobody
that's what I'm saying.
Right. Ain't no racketeering. So that's what I was saying with ain't no RICO. That's what I was like. That's what I was saying. He did get charged with RICO, but I'm like, man, that's just to make it sound there is no RICO. Because where's everybody else at? If this is a RICO, where the other people at?
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this trial to start, man. This is gonna be a beautiful trial. I don't even think it's gonna go to trial though.
Yeah, the thing is, they're gonna try to find him guilty or something, so they can get
a cop out.
Right. So they can
try to get him to cop out to anything.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen.
They conviction street, and that's the worst part about this whole situation is that the whole raid was invalid because they didn't even get the tapes from the raid. They got the tapes from Cassie's lawyer. It's in the cut. They have to say in discovery where they got the evidence. So that Diddy's lawyers are seeing that, and they seeing that they didn't even get it from the raid.
So they got the tapes from Cassie's lawyer.
Cassie's lawyer.
So all that raid and talking about they found all these tapes and all this stuff was all cap.
All the stuff that they found was nothing that they could use in court. None of it.
Oh my God, this is out of control, man.
We tried telling them, months ago. They didn't want to listen. They wanted to sit up here and argue with us. We tried to tell them this was going to happen. If you have common sense, you can tell from the beginning that the feds had a very, very weak case. They're doing the same thing that they did to R. Kelly. They're trying to make it seem like it's a RICO. It's not a RICO. Where's his codees at?
Yep.
He doesn't even have a codees. How you gonna have a RICO with no codees? That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I said, man. I ain't never had no RICO. You the only one in there.
What,
Never heard of that.
They're gonna say he's trapping his girlfriend now? Get the hell out of here! Come on.
Right.
His girlfriend.
The videotape showed two people consensually having sex. Now, and it's recorded, and the people know it's recorded. There's no secret cameras either. There's no secret cameras. There's nothing.
None of that. None of that stuff they was talking about. Cameras all over the house. Cameras in every room. Cameras in the bathroom. Cameras in the ceilings. Cameras on the lights. Cameras in the cocks. Cameras in everything. They say.
People got to understand the feds are going to exaggerate before the case. They're going to make it seem like you're the most awful person because they want to sway the public opinion before you even have the trial.
Oh,
they're going to say the most egregious things about you or whoever it is in the case. That's what they're going to do. That's what any case they're going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No videos of Diddy having a sex party. There's no secret cameras, no orgies, no celebrities involved, no underground tunnels, no minors. No
Most importantly, no minors.
No minors.
Yeah, most importantly, no minors. That's
minors.
A blessing, man.
So the thing is, it's just two people having sex on these tapes that they got, and that's Cassie and Diddy.
And everybody got that in their phone.
Right. And
everybody.
Everybody. They didn't get it from Diddy. They got it
so everybody going to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's
hold on, let me see my
you said they didn't get it from the raid. They didn't get it from Diddy. They got it from Cassie.
And with that being said, they have to authenticate. They have to authenticate that footage. So how do we know that footage that they got from Cassie lawyers is even authentic?
Oh, because they got it from Diddy in the settlement. When they did their settlement to get the money, that's when they gave them tapes.
Right.
Because she was like, I want those tapes. So Diddy was like, cool, I don't want to embarrass you. Here the tapes, of us when we was filming our get downs, because they don't want to admit Cassie's a freak too.
Yes.
She admitted it on Angela Yee podcast.
Yes.
When she was on a lip service, she admitted that, I'm a freak, babe. And she said it straight up. She do it all.
Exactly.
She do everything.
And that was one of my
mouth.
She tried to get with Drake, and Diddy had hands on Drake. She got Kid Cudi involved. She done did a whole bunch of dirt.
Right.
I heard she did something out in Africa too. She went out to Africa.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I got it from you, Casino. That's where I got it from. Yeah, that's right. I listened to your
Diddy put you in the movie, and they cut the
in the movie,
out. Yeah, Honey Part 3.
That was one of my talking points.
Got you paid all of this stuff after the incident in that hotel.
Right. And that was one of my talking points in the last live. They try to make it seem like women are so innocent and weak. They can't do no wrong. Like, come on, man. Like, if there's no innocent women out here, man. Like
none, not one. I ain't seen one yet.
And if you believe that, all women, that's injustice right there. That's violating your civil rights. Like, come on, man.
That's a fact.
Around, he got her the movie. Then she going out there cheating, and the sister who was supposed to be the star in the movie was made a co-star in the movie. She was supposed to be the star. Diddy had to use his power to make Cassie happy, put her in the movie and make her the star of the movie, knowing she ain't got no acting credibility or nothing. Everything he keep doing for her, because
wasn't Diddy giving her like allowance, like a $10,000 a month allowance?
More than that.
Like
More than that.
It was like $500,000 or something, 200 or something.
So what they gonna say? They're gonna.
So what? Probably like $200,000 in allowance.
$200,000 a month.
So what they gonna say? That's coercion. I'm just trying to figure out where's the trafficking at.
It wasn't none. She had her own crib. That was the thing. She had her own crib. So Diddy was never there. When she went to Africa to film the movie, Diddy wasn't in Africa with her.
So
So
she
I'm
can,
like,
she's by herself, yo.
so she can come and go as she please, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she can
So that's
always
not
come and go
trafficking.
as she please. So
That's
my
not
thing is,
trafficking.
you did not live with Diddy. Y'all dated, but you did not live at Diddy's house.
That's a fact. She had her own place the whole time.
She had her own crib the whole time.
And I'm assuming she was still getting money, being an artist as far as like outside of Diddy, like, you know what I mean?
Of course, she was
Quite sure she's getting royalties and stuff. I know he ain't take all that shit.
So that's not trafficking then. I don't see the coercion. I don't see the no forced labor, and I don't see her not getting paid for her work. So where's the trafficking?
I was Diddy, I'll get my 30 million back. Cause I'm like,
That's
look,
a fact, man. That's a fact. All she got him going through right now, he need to get all that back, man.
Hey,
right,
I
was paying you to stay quiet so we won't have this public humiliation.
I was wondering, did she even really get the 30 million? Did she really get it?
I mean, they came up to an agreement to where she was gonna get some millions out of this. Like they came to an agreement. She got the tapes and everything else, and they went from there. Then the government came in and like basically forced her to cooperate.
Yeah, because everything happened so quick.
That out right there, it was like Cassie cooperating with the feds in the Diddy case already. How like that was, and she was.
Let me ask you a quick question. What you think about the dude that had did the bang bang at Trump Towers? Do you think he gonna be a part of the trial too?
No, he can't be a part of the trial because he's legally insane. So once you are legally insane, they can't put you on no stand. They can't anything you say can't be taken serious. Just like they keep coming up lying, and that's why I'm gonna keep telling everybody. I'm like, they can't use that man. That man that told about he's not sane.
Oh yeah, I know.
He really worked for the government. See, they don't tell you everything else he didn't say. This dude, I work for the government. I'm a really secret agent, and I've been undercover. He went in there with a flag and the thing that put him in jail. He went in there and Trump Tower. I'm like, right then and there, you're nutcase. He'll never hit the stand.
Yo, they put him on the stand. They gonna tear him up. That's why I was like, no, he ain't getting on the stand.
He gonna talk about what went on with Reagan and Kennedy. They gonna be, look, okay, yeah, we got to get him off. Conspiracy. I was there.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, exactly. Dude's a nutcase. They ain't putting him on no damn stand.
So did they mention any of the government witnesses? Because I would like to know who their witnesses are going to be.
They didn't mention the witnesses because based off the evidence they have, the witnesses don't make no sense because it's only the two people that's there is them two.
So I'm assuming they're going to have all the disgruntled employees as character witnesses, huh?
Right, and it's gonna be when I seen times it's gonna be, well, where's these tapes, sir? Where's the evidence of this?
Well, the evidence. We need evidence, man. We don't need no he say, she say. We need hard facts, evidence, man.
Right. And I keep telling people,
I hope I'm on the jury. Please get me so I can watch these tapes. I just want to get in there and see the tapes. I'll be all right. I'll be here for the tapes. Let's get it
That's right. That's right. We just want to see the tapes. That's it, man. We just want to see the tapes, man. We don't care about nothing. That's it, man.
So what's going on with the lawsuit? The lawsuits outside the
all that stuff is gonna get kicked out. Soon as Diddy get out, they just keeping his lawyers occupied and keeping him draining his money. All of this is a plan made by the people that really put all this in motion.
Right.
The billionaire people that he pissed off.
Nah, he pissed off. That got that got friends with the FBI, and you know what I mean. They super good friends with them.
Yep.
Easy to take Diddy down.
Yeah, Diddy played this whole situation wrong with that Diego shit. I think he should have just left that shit alone, personally.
Yeah, he should have left that alone, man.
Yeah, but it was the thing, though, is he was right, even though he's right, he wasn't in position
to be right.
He didn't have any power. He thought he had power. You don't have real power. And he never thought they would do this and go to this extreme for him. He never thought they would do that because he thought we friends. These guys are my friends. I'm like, no, they gonna cripple the people you think is your friends.
Right.
Then you gonna see who your friends really are.
Right. I mean, because this is crazy because he had a long run with Ciroc. I would say like 10 plus years, right? And you
Yeah.
didn't tell me this whole time that he didn't even have no business power in that brand. I mean, that's a lesson for everybody. Like,
That is a big
personally,
lesson.
Well, no, that's the same, but that's the thing though. You're gonna make your money out of it. 50 Cent had the same deal with F and Baca, and they did him the same way.
Right.
You know, when he got to the position where, like Diddy did, Diddy completely owned Ciroc, you know, at one point. Once he got enough things, they said, all right, well, you can own Ciroc and you can do that. You know, he had equity. So when he had equity in it, he was building it up.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had the DeLeon brand and all of that. He was building it up.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, okay, all his equity and everything he owned in it, 50 did the same thing with F and Vodka.
Right.
So he owned it outright. And once he owned it outright, that's when the problems started. See, now he owns it outright. They really treating him like we only gonna push you in what he says the ghetto market.
And the ghetto part, they ain't putting belly on it in the white people liquor store.
Right. They don't want you to go there. Like they only for the hood. It's like, okay. And then I'm like Diddy said, like they're not even going to get the best strands for his DeLeon vodka.
Oh yeah, the tequila. What's that? Like some tequila with the weed in or something?
You're right. And he was like, oh well, we couldn't get it this season, so we got less supplies. And he was like, that's bull, because Diddy was hands-on with things, and people forget how smart Diddy really is.
Right.
He's just not somebody that's dancing and wild and partying. Diddy is actually very smart.
Right.
And he actually went down there to see what was going on and why the process. He was hands-on with how it was being developed, everything. And he's made so much money for other people just marketing and blowing up brands like Proactive. He was the first person to get involved with Proactive.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. The Proactive.
Millions off that. He was the first one to get in on the ground level. So he got the Proactive deal going. So he was like, man, I made tens of millions of dollars off Proactive.
Because I'm gonna be honest, like, I mean, I remember Ciroc being in a liquor store, but we wasn't messing with Ciroc like that until Diddy had it popping off. So
exactly.
I mean, it was just incredible.
I had Ciroc for the first time, and Diddy wasn't even with it.
I don't remember.
For New Year's.
I remember it had that blue little dot. It was a corny label.
It was 2007, I think.
Right.
We're going into 2006.
Right.
They had it was New Year's, and they had Ciroc, and I was like, okay, well, this is what it is, Ciroc. And I had never heard it before, so we drank it that time, and then Diddy got it. It just took off. And Diddy came up with new concepts, like we're gonna have peach, you know, peach.
The French vanilla, the French vanilla. He started coming up with and a lot of promotion.
Yeah, so they went out and promoted and did their thing. But I'm saying is, all these freak offs they talking about on tape. Now Diddy's a freak off master. I know the freak off.
Definitely. But I ain't never hear him raping nobody though, or the hard word to nobody.
It ain't a crime though.
It ain't definitely not a crime, B.
Right,
definitely not.
As long as you have two consensual adults going on, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So there was never gonna be a time where that was gonna be the case. And
Sino, let me ask you about the little white dude. I forgot his name. That got knocked at the airport with him.
Oh yeah, that buddy, the drug mule, the former basketball player.
Yeah, they call him Mule. Yeah. What you think about him?
Nothing. He's just gonna have to deal with what he got caught with.
But he already copped out, and they already gave him time served and some probation already.
Oh,
really? They want
really?
to put him on the stand and say, "Man, I was doing this for Diddy, man."
Yeah.
Well, what the text message say? Now are we doing drugs? He ain't been. They're not saying anything else about drugs. They have no physical evidence. Do you have evidence saying that Diddy did anything with this person? Nothing.
None.
None. Not one thing.
Diddy about to come home.
He should have been home. And they know it. They just tried to. That's why they trying to keep him in jail long. All this craziness. I'm like, man, y'all doing way too much for no reason.
They gave Abercrombie bail. They gave those real estate brothers bail. Like, come on. I mean, come on.
No, man, they gave everybody bail, man.
Like, all right, come on, man.
New York is so racist. That whole system is
Didn't they give Epstein bail? Didn't Epstein get out the first time he got locked up?
Yeah,
Didn't he get bail?
But they said the Diddy case is so worse. The evidence is too worse to let him out. And then you see nothing but two consensual people having sex. That's the evidence. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. New York, Diddy should sue the city.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
They took his key back and everything. Yep, I want everything back, man.
Yep.
He losing a lot of money. He losing millions every day.
It's the problem is these Democrat appointed judges, man, and they allow Me Too to invade our courtrooms, which is insane itself.
That's a fact.
And that's the problem. I see this all the time. Democrats
Me Too and LGBT.
Democrats have destroyed New York and California. Those are two
they
states.
destroyed the whole country, man.
And that as well. But specifically, you could probably agree even with Illinois. Like Democrats have destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And people better start waking up, man. These entertainers better start waking up, man, and start banding together or something, because it's only gonna get worse.
Only that.
It's only gonna get worse. Because I never thought they would try Jay-Z. Out of all this going on, I never thought they would try Jay-Z. They even tried Jay-Z. So look, nobody's off limits.
Tried Jay, and that's only because Jay was secretly trying to help Diddy.
Yup.
Oh, he was? Get out of here.
Yup.
Yeah, on the low.
Mm-hmm.
On the low?
Secretly trying to help him on the low.
Mm-hmm.
See, I thought he abandoned him.
No, what he was doing was staying out of it. Like, he can't be connected to it. I can't be around you right now.
Right.
But when he had to go find that residency in New York City, Diddy's people and Roc Nation, they helped find a place for Diddy. When they were talking about him getting bail, they the ones that really helped facilitate that.
The same thing they did to Irv Gotti and Supreme Griff. That's how Irv Gotti caught his whole case. We all said this in the last stream, but people didn't want to listen to us.
And the main thing they want to do is separate Jay from Beyonce. They've been trying to put a wedge in there. They know that's his commodity piece, but they want her. They know they can do anything they want with Beyonce.
Yep.
But the only thing holding them back is Jay.
It's Jay. Mm-hmm. Jay is in the middle, because if Jay get away from her, then they could influence her to do what they want her to do.
They don't want Jay-Z. They can't stand him. They hate. They got to deal with him.
Right.
But they got to take him. It's a package deal. So, like, we want Beyonce, but we got to take this guy. They don't want Jay-Z.
And that's crazy that lawsuit still hasn't been dropped yet. That is crazy.
Yep.
And nobody got to be identified. Like, she can be a secret. And nobody knows. But Jay know. They said Jay know about who she is, though, and everything.
Here's the thing. It don't even matter, because the case is fraudulent. It's going to get thrown out. It's never going to go to trial. Never going to trial. It should have been thrown out immediately, but it just shows you what the corruption is now.
Clear corruption.
Pick up anything. This story don't even make sense. There's nothing in there that they can't even put. None of the evidence. I can see if some things are off. You got some things off in the story. Everything's off. The people you talk to ain't there. Everything you talking about, they were like, we weren't even there.
They wasn't even there. Yeah. Or the ad or the place didn't even exist.
Oh, Daddy said, I would remember that. He's like, I would have remembered that. If she came in the car and told me about something like that, I would have remembered that. Your own daddy don't remember. Your old daddy ain't backing your story.
These laws got
her
change,
daddy's
man.
like, nah, man, she lying.
Her daddy was like, man, I just think I would have remembered that. That's something I ain't gonna forget. When my daughter tell me like she been assaulted and something like that went down. And I'm like, and it's a 2-hour drive. She's in like Rochester.
Which is upstate New York. It said
Ain't
it took
nobody
like 5
driving
hours
up
to
there.
get to New York City.
That's like 4 hours from New York City.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nobody driving up there.
Right. See, people in New York knew right away this didn't make sense.
Right.
We was like, no, that don't make no sense.
Nobody driving up to Rochester.
So
From New
you
York
drove,
City?
right? And then somebody, your daddy gonna drive from Rochester, come pick you up, take you back. They just randomly driving back and forth to Rochester.
Mm.
That's going far.
Hey, wait a minute. Like, hey, that ain't making no sense. Shit.
I think too the celebrity that she was going to try to say that was there. I think she was going to try to say that it was Aaliyah.
Oh, she really finna go. Wow.
Because think about it. Lee is dead. So that would be an easy person to pick to say that person was there. How can that person say she's there and she's no longer here with us? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but then you say that, yeah, it gets appeal on social media
Yeah.
Right.
to try to humiliate Jay. Because that's the only thing they could do is try to mess him up. Because right now he got stuff going with the NFL. He got this Disney deal with Blue Ivy. So he's connected to everything.
Everything.
That casino stuff too that he trying to open up in Times Square
Yeah,
too.
Times Square. That's gonna be big. That's why he wanted this thing to go away fast.
Yeah, Nas is involved in that too. So is Nas, Jay, they both are some investors in that.
Okay, that's big. That's gonna be big for New York.
Big things.
That's gonna be big for the city.
Like Nas been on his money. He just stay quiet.
Yeah,
and
he's low key.
He don't be involved in all this stuff.
Nas, right? You don't hear about Nas and nothing.
Nah, and dude, he be making. Now he got Nas done made about 200 million, and people didn't know.
Yeah.
Quietly too. Quiet.
Yeah. Him and Shaq had the ring. They had the ring when Ring first came out. They was
the ring bell, the ring doorbell.
Yeah. They they cleaned up on Ring.
They cleaned up. Yeah. Didn't they sell their shares and make some major millions?
Yeah. Yeah, he got like about 100 mil off that. He had another deal, this tech thing that he just sold. Got about another 50 mil off that. Now I'm sitting there. He got with this Indian casino. Jay came in on that. Jay was, hey, I like what you're doing now. So I'm coming in on this one.
Yeah, I'll put something up.
Yeah, wow. He's like, I want to get involved. And this was about 2-3 years ago. He was talking about this casino. Floyd and bought up half of New York, Manhattan. He got a 400. They talking about Floyd broke the same day he didn't put $480 million into New York City, buying all Manhattan property.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So back when they wouldn't even sell, nobody could even buy New York Manhattan. Trump father owned all of it. He used to leverage it. Then he had to start selling it because that's how he built his collateral up. Because his daddy gave it all to him. His racist ass daddy owned all of it.
Then Diddy own some buildings in New York too?
Yeah, that's what he made his daddy owned everything in New York. He was a slumlord. That's why he
I heard that too. I heard that.
He will proudly tell you. That's why they had to keep him on camera. He wasn't no dude that'd be like politically correct. He'd be, I don't give a damn about them Negroes. Hey, who cares about them? Hey, the heat's out. I don't care. Use the stove. He really didn't give a damn. He was a slumlord to the end.
Man. That's crazy.
Yo, my phone about to go dead, Sino. I appreciate you letting me up, man, and talk to the peoples, man. Appreciate you, man. You got an amazing show, man. Always watch you, man.
For sure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. When you going back live? You going live tomorrow?
Yeah, I might be live back tonight. You might be talking
about I got to charge my phone up. I'll be ready. All right, I'll holler at you later. King.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Diddy, man, I'm telling you. Now these people are gonna be quiet as church about it.
Quiet as ever.
Yeah, because now all they gotta do, now they gotta have these fake ass witnesses come up there making up and keep showing the Cassie tape. Keep showing the Cassie tape. What about the freak offs and all that? Because they knew they can't bring all of that in court.
Right.
If they'd have brought all that fake stuff in court, they'd have really been in trouble because they'd have lost the case right there. The judge been like, wait a minute, that's not him. This is not admissible. This is not a sex tape. This is a regular party. Remember the tapes they were showing online? Oh, Diddy gave him a drink and he passed out.
Right.
Diddy said he put him to sleep. On the tape, that tape can't be used in court because that don't show no evidence. There's no drug. There's somebody drinking, passed out, and he's making fun of. That happened at every party. They did that. Somebody couldn't take their liquor and they passed out drunk. Diddy said they knocked him out.
You think the feds are gonna try to save face? You think they're gonna offer some type of deal before the trial comes?
They are gonna offer a deal. They're gonna say, well, the raid did find you with weapons at your house. So I'm saying we're gonna say time served. And if you don't do any crimes or whatever in the next 6 months, then we wait. They don't come up with a deal. This is what they do. This is why they got a high conviction rate. This is why I said this was gonna happen in the very beginning.
Right.
They're gonna say, well, your drug charges, you got found with drugs in your room and all this. So we're gonna consider this time served, and we're gonna say that you're gonna plead guilty to this, and it was consecutively. So if you don't do nothing within the next 48 months,
right?
Right, they gonna come with something so they can get a conviction, so they can say, well, our conviction rate is here. We never went to trial. They came up with a settlement. Diddy is free, and this and that. It's garbage.
We try to tell people this is what the feds do.
This is what they do.
Oh man. Well, I hope whatever happens, I hope that his name is cleared once and for all, man, because this was clear bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
From the beginning.
From the very start.
You know what I mean?
Just like they sabotaged this video, they doing every video I do now when it comes to Diddy. Any video I do now when it comes to Diddy, they knock it down immediately. Yeah. Anybody say anything about Diddy guilty? Oh, it's party time.
Right. Right.
You say anything agreeing with Diddy, they don't want to hear it.
Right. I'm starting to see now. I'm starting to believe certain people are being paid to spread that narrative too on these platforms. Because, like you said, they don't get messed with or nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, they won't let people do that. No, see, that's what they do. They gonna give them a lot of light. They ain't gonna probably get paid. They gonna get paid by like getting boosts. Their channels get boosts.
Right.
You know, right. So they'll if your channel get boosts, you're gonna continue to do it. They're gonna be, oh man, look, I'm getting a boost when I say like Diddy guilty. So I'm gonna just say Diddy guilty every day.
Right.
So you're doing the job for them. They're like, great. They ain't gotta pay you, they ain't gotta talk to you, there ain't no paperwork trail, just keep boosting him up to the moon.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Anybody say something negative about Diddy, boost them to the moon. And when my videos first came out, and they saw that, hey, wait a minute, I thought this dude was talking bad about Diddy. Wait a minute, we messed up. He's saying Diddy's innocent. Oh no, knock him down. Now, anytime I put Diddy's name in something, it's all this controversy. The video jams, it stops. Not everybody getting notifications.
Yo, why? And
Jasmine, all you gotta do is go on my Patreon.
People got
it's on there right now.
Like I said in the chat, people got to stop putting their own personal hurt, whatever they experience, against Diddy. Just have an open mind. Put your feelings to the side. Have an open mind, and just think about what's going on and see what's going on, and not be so highly influenced by mainstream media, man. Because this is what they're going to do. They're going to play with y'all. They're going to play mind games with y'all. They're going to have y'all thinking some other stuff when it's not really that. You know what I'm saying?
I explained Beyonce's controversial outfit. Y'all don't even remember that, do y'all? Seeing Beyonce in that. You'll never see it again. You see what I'm saying? When she wore that outfit, why would Beyonce wear something like that?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy.
But that's what I told her. There was a reason for it.
Mm.
And I felt, man, I got the whole thing on the Patreon. See, I couldn't do that on YouTube. They've been and took it down, flagged it up, and all this craziness.
Mm. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I can't wait till the case is over, man, and you know, hopefully he's out here in the streets. I want to see how the whole hip hop industry is gonna act then.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people he's going to see personally after this is over.
It's a lot of people he should see.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm like, man, my whole
Absolutely.
thing would be revenge. I'll be like, where was you at, homie?
Absolutely.
Where was you at? I'll be like Voldemort when I came back, baby, summoning everybody there. Where was you? I didn't see no sign that you were, man. They were signs. Run it down on them like Voldemort. My Lord, I didn't know you was there. Was signs. Don't tell me I ain't had no signs. The signs were there.
Oh man, that's what it is. All right, Cino, I'm about to tap out, man.
All right, I'm finna go too, man. Thank y'all for still coming through. And free Diddy.